Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play UFO Defense in OpenXCom. Yeah, so the last episode was a kind of milestone for the Psionics. We were able to finally gather enough Psionics and then develop them enough that they were able to now go into alien base and take it over basically. It was a dominating performance from the start to finish. I don't think anybody died except for the HWP, which was used to scout out the base and then trying to find the first host, I guess, for the mind control, and then the rest was basically history from the very first turn. Yeah, so that's how dominating the Psionics can get and how easy the game can be, I think. Granted, it was a Muton base, and Mutons are really vulnerable to mind attacks, and they were just helpless. Just mind control them and drop their weapons, and force them to track all over the base and then find another alien. I don't think any panic attack was being used, only mind control was being used, and they really were effective, fortunately for us. And the rest was history, just like I said, and aside from a few, I guess, terror units associated with mutons, selecoids, and seletids, the scouts on the ground were also tasked with finding and managing the invasion. They weren't really in danger. I think they were shot at once, but it was in the beginning, and I think it was HWP that was in danger, and one of them was destroyed. Yeah, so I mean, there was a kind of fruitful mission. I think it gives me confidence to try other things, such as going after some other base. Now, this base in Hawaii is occupied by snakemen and their buddy chrysalid. This will be a bit more difficult, or at least a bit different, because I think chrysalids are more resistant to the Psionics. Not so sure, I cannot really verify it for this game, but the game that I'm playing alongside this, Enemy Unknown, in that game, chrysalids are way more resistant to Psionics, especially when it comes to the mechanized enemies, like cyber discs, sectopods, and the like. I don't know whether that's by design or whether it is paying homage to this game, but if I were to tackle another base, this is going to be it. I could tackle this base also, which is another Muton base, but as you well know, Muton supply ships often lands here, and then I'm thinking that maybe we can use that as a source of Elyrium. So I'm just keeping it just for the supply ship to land. That's basically the reason I'm letting it be for now. And this is going to be our next target. And after this, I think the South American base is stepped by the sectoids. I can probably go there once again and then avenge the losses that I suffered. Squad-wide, in fact. So let's check the base here and then soldiers. These guys, the Psionics, have gotten stronger in the Psionic skills. As you can see, they are almost maybe halfway to being reaching the maximum, perhaps. After they reach a certain level, certain threshold, the amount of levels or skill points that they can get from using it on the battlefield is going to be reduced. I think some of these guys got +6 in the last battle because they were using it constantly. Yeah, so mostly 50s. There's some 40s, but still they really improved from like 20s and 30s. From where it started, and this is enough to dominate the field against the mutants. So for now, I'm going to be building up more guys and bringing more soldiers, perhaps, and waiting out the days until we can finally see, what the current state of the psionic testing is like. Here I could probably build another laboratory. I could build it because I have enough money now to do it. Just checking here so we have no laboratory here, but the workshop's almost full because I think the engineers here are now building a Avenger. Defense strength, I could probably build another defense. Yeah, so I mean, you can see the amount of defense that this base has, thanks to the plasma defense we have constructed. Here, yeah, so I could probably use that. I could probably expand this a bit. This base has mine shield equipped, so yeah, mine shield that is able to kind of make it invisible when the retaliatory ships are roaming the area. And I don't know what the percentage is going to be like, but for now it's helping. It doesn't hurt to have something more than a missile defense. So I could build another plasma defenses. I think fusion ball defense is the best one. Here I'm just building up the defenses right now, hyperwave decoder and fusion ball defenses. Okay, so right now let's just continue. Oh, general story Petunia complete. I think the general story is okay, so we have now 400, which is good. Alright, so let's continue. And then the UFO that we have intercepted disappeared. It has been a long time since we intercepted them out of the air. And you can see the sectoid supply ships going to South America. It's a telling sign that the base they're heading toward is also set by sectoids. And this is retaliation. Okay. This must be retaliation. Yeah, the same man is looking all around, and then perhaps now trying to land here. Yeah, it could be possible. Yeah, they're trying to find this base, I think, but they have missed the target, fortunately enough. Or they're going to Africa. Can't be too sure. Okay, so retaliation, this small scout is now looking for the, I guess, alien base or our base in Egypt. Yeah, I guess I could leave it be. And if I leave it be, then I think the alien might get a point on us, which is going to be reflected here in the graphs. Yeah, the score is around 4,000, so we don't have to worry about it right now because we have, been very active in the first half of the month to prevent us from going into the negatives. Large scale sectoid. Okay, so I could probably intercept the sectoids. Just choose one. And the Illyrium for this base is not... Okay, probably we lost the target. Yeah. This one is I didn't get a terror ship sectoid. Maybe I should intercept it using Avenger. We have plenty of Illyrium for now. Checking lost. I guess we burned a lot of Illyrium for nothing. Yeah, so these ships are pretty fast. Turn to base. Oh, finally this caught up to the... Yeah, these guys are now in Brazil. They crossed the Atlantic. Lens, okay. These are the sectoids, so I wouldn't really bother. Yeah, I don't think... Kind of iffy. Large scale, yeah. Could be something that Avenger can actually do to try out flex our muscles against the sectoids. Maybe you can send the Avenger and see what you can do instead of the lightning. The base, let me see how many soldiers we have. Just sending them out without looking at the craft, the Avenger loadout, and I think it's going to be okay. So we have 24 still in the base. 18 is out. Okay, so we have we can probably build if we can. Yeah, after that we can probably build another HWP. Supply ship sectoid. Let's see, we cannot do anything right now, so okay. So we try to I guess this is kind of a test run against the sectoids, going up in the rankings of their psionic power. I think we can now see the guys with the low amount of bravery and also the psionic power. So these guys, I don't know what their psionic ranking is, but can give them rifle instead. Bravery 30. I think these laser rifles can work wonders against the sectoids, so I think we can equip them with the laser. Bravery 50 and psionic strength 30. So this guy is going to be a bit more resistant to the sectoids. These guys, I probably really need to get all these things off. Yeah. Just a bit more housekeeping involved here. 50 bravery. I think these guys will be okay. And then the HWP is going to be looking all over. We have the first strike against them. Alright, so these guys will have no worries. 60, 69. I think these guys will be basically resistant to the sectoid attacks. Now, I need to be very careful with this because, I mean, if this guy gets mind controlled, it's going to be very, very interesting with the blast launchers and all that. Just gonna give him this for now. Yeah. Hugo Lopez, I know this guy's known to be mind controlled and panicked and all that jazz, so I probably not entrust him with anything more than laser. Alright, so this guy seems to be a bit more brave. I know that whether this guy, if this guy gets mind attacked, then at least this guy will have a couple of chances before losing completely his mind. Because bravery decreases amount of morale drops after successful psionic attacks. So if it's 60, it might drop a bit less than it would have been if it were like 20. And if it's 20, then the morale is gonna drop really fast, making him panic and all that. Yeah, so for example, this guy will lose a lot of morale if he's not able to resist the sectoid. So I need to give him laser just in case. I think laser rifle is also rather lethal, but at least we'll be able to survive. I think for these guys, I'm just also tempted to just remove the weapons directly and just give them stun bombs and something, or small launchers. Or even this, yeah. Or even this. They don't have to really worry about it too much. I mean, I'm not gonna use all of these guys. This guy has 60, so I entrust him with with the laser. But Karima, yeah, so I mean, once again, it's a bit of a risk running with Karima. So she's going to have this wonderful stun rod. Brings me back. The supply ship run against the sectoid ship that allowed us to get the sectoid leader, which led to the development of Psionics. Kato. Smoke bombs to go around still. Donghyun, yeah, I don't really trust him with this. I don't think we really need to have this kind of armament. This guy? Yeah, so we are, I think, back to the beginning. Or this guy even, I just give him this. I wonder what his accuracy is like. He's pretty accurate, so I think this is going to be okay. Great. Couple guys with laser, these guys with plasma. Yeah, some of these guys are PS, which is going to mean that they're going to stay inside Avenger. Yes, I can give her a bit more of these. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, we can actually see within the Avenger, can peek outside, which is interesting. I didn't realize this. Anyways, let's throw not this guy. I think this guy can still throw. Prime and throw. Okay, blocked. There's some, oh, I see. UFO right outside. Okay, throw now. So throw there, okay. Being blocked. Throw 15, sure. Can you throw now? Yep. Alright, let's see what we have up against. It's a pretty sizable scout. So I don't really hear any barn doors. And I know the UFO is right there. Okay, now we find our first guy that could be our first target. Okay, so let's try to mind control this guy. Oh, successful. Pretty easy. Let's get the danger out of the way. And track these guys further. Wow, they can cover long distances. Pretty interesting. Just want to find out whether they can. Yeah, I think the door is over there. Find more aliens. Okay. Now this guy will also go down and try to cover other distance, other side. Wait, the grenade and throw it maybe over here if you can. Now throw there, sure. Can, yeah, alright. Okay, we see somebody inside the barn. I think, yeah, he was there. I seen it here. So just keep mind controlling this guy. And I'm kind of curious. You just try to choose other guy. Okay. A lot of buildings on this side, so good. More or less empty, but can't be too sure. Go down and then smoke the other side. Continue with the... Let's use mind probe and see what this guy is. Soldier. Morale's still pretty high though, so... Control this guy. Didn't work. Yeah, they're more resistant. Just want to see more guys. Track them. Okay. At least he's without his weapons. Oh, there's another guy. Cool. Another guy hiding. Very good. Okay. Yeah, not this guy, this guy. Cylinder soldier. Try to open doors. Okay. Yeah, some scouting. Scouting for us. Going to be very careful with reaction fires here. I think this might be a bit safer. Right up against the UFO. Alright. So these guys are not moving around. And I can still see him. That's cool. He stayed there. Let's continue attacking this guy's mind. Didn't work. So it could be a bit closer. I don't think they have seen me yet. And you know, these soldiers are not psionic, only the leaders are. I think the ethereals, even the soldiers are psionics. So that's where the real danger comes in. But these guys, I don't really have to worry about it. Although, because the soldiers, if they can track us, then it's going to be revealed to sectoid leader, who's going to be able to wage psionic attacks, whoever the sectoid soldier was able to find or track. But then it's going to be only like one-time attack because there's not a lot of sectoid leaders in a ship like this. Only few, perhaps the maximum 2. I think only 1. Even the big supply ship had only 1 sectoid leader. Okay. Do mind control? Cannot do it for this guy. Maybe I can do it for this guy. Yeah. Thing is, I need to be able to now. Oh, okay. Need to travel all the way there. Yeah, go around it. Doesn't really matter. Still going to reveal some map. When I was able to reveal another sectoid, which is what I wanted. Alright. I think this is the last guy who can actually do it. Oh, that's really good. Really good. Just continue with the scouting. And maybe we can also enter. Actually, the door seems to be here. Interesting. Which means that another door is going to be here. Then we need to get out of the perhaps dangerous zone where the sectoid can peek out and then see the HWP. And we get another guy, perhaps some of these guys out and trying to cover for us from a distance. And there's like actually open roof from the damage that they suffered. You can have a peek too if you're really interested, but not right now. This guy can now go down, cover the other side. Right. Yeah, you can see it's flaming right now. Possible that we can bring some live specimens from this fight because some of these guys are equipped with stun rods. Being a bit more experienced with the sectoids. And it seems that they're a bit more resistant to the attacks than mutants. But then I have developed our guys in the meanwhile, so they're stronger. I think I can smoke a bit more. Okay, and then follow up. Of course, these guys will be seen in the air. So that's the... Oh no. Alright, got shot. But no matter. I think it was from inside. You can probably... let's try to explore a bit more. I think I'm not gonna get a lot of stuff from this ship. Unfortunately, it's all destroyed. Ah, okay, it's more resistant. How about I try to read the mind? 9 minutes? Okay. Alright, good. So we have one more guy. Let's try to mind control this guy too. This guy's TU is really high, 71. And pretty good psionic skills too. Okay, so navigator, drop your weapons and navigate the ship for us here. Let's see what any more aliens reside inside the UFO. Don't think there's anybody. Yeah, first, okay, so only the navigators inside. Interesting, no leaders. So I think we can be assured that we may not suffer any psionic attacks. Okay, hello there. I think we can start now bringing these guys around to be targeted by our guys in the air and underground. Seems that when I choose the next unit hotkey, then it seems to go straight to go down the roster here, which is pretty neat because I have collected them based on their skills. So all the PS, all the psionics get kind of lumped up together in the roster on the list, and then they get chosen very quickly by the hotkey, which is a nice touch. Alright, so let's have a look over there, and then this guy will have a shot. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Pretty good range and can probably have 2 shots. To attempt a one shot. And get some firing accuracy bonus. Have a look. Yeah, there's another guy. Let me see if there's any more of these psionic attacks to go around. Can do one more. Okay, that was it. I'm sure that one of these guys can take an aim. Yeah. It's a kind of high angle shot, but hopefully. Alright, that's good. There's another alien, I think still inside here. Weaponless. Just have to tackle this guy the next turn. Alright, so smooth sailing so far against the sectoids. But then I'm not going up against any psionics. So just, trying to test our skills against the sectoid, average sectoid. I'm sure that the psionic sectoids, like the sectoid leaders and commanders, will have more resistance against the psionic attacks. I think I can bring some of these guys now. Right. So first things first, let's try to get this guy. I can probably pick up the weapon here and then use it against it. Okay. What? Okay. Great. Now you come out. You still see? Yeah, I can still see the alien inside. I think this guy can also get out. Yep. Line up one by one. This guy is a beneficiary of this alien target. I think it's about time they get panicked. So sniper will have some opportunity too. Yes, yeah, it's pretty accurate. Even the first 2 shots they were missed, they're kind of close shots. Alright, so the aliens inside the scout, the UFO is cleared. Just need to find the rest of them, and I think they're all in the barn. Here. Get reaction shot. Okay, that alien was nice to close the door behind it, but yeah, we weren't really nice to him. All the aliens were killed. We got some alloy navigation. That was it. And for our troubles, we got some side skills, especially Lindbergh, who's been very good and active. And yeah. So that was another successful mission. And we just wait for more opportunities. Laser cannon is finished at Jasmine. So let's see, how many engineers available? 15. Okay. Probably can build some. Let's see. Do you have any I think these guys can keep building laser cannons. I don't think they have a lot of Elerium. So I think I just skip to that. So another 10, and then I think it's gonna take around 3 days. 8 days, okay, so it takes a week. Large, very low, supply ship sector. Now this sector ship is going to have leader, Psionics. And it's kind of far away from us. Looking at the graphs, yeah, it's going up. So the trend is pretty good. Power suit complete. And I think we can build this. Yeah, I think we can build this. Hovertank plasma has been very useful. Let's see. Just want to check other HWPs. Laser cannon. Okay. So it just costs 500,000. About the launcher, 900,000, and it requires ammo made for this. It requires less Elerium though, and I think this one will be very useful outdoors, not inside any base or anything like that. Or it could still work, but I don't think it really. I think the plasma hover tank is going to be more useful inside bases and other enclosed spaces. So let's make one of these. And I don't think it's gonna take more than 1 day to build. Yeah. So this base is still building the Avenger. Let me check. 17 days left. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good clip. Retaliation, small scout, Europe. Let me see. Snake Man. Work somewhere. Infiltration. South America. Okay, probably just intercept it and then leave it be. Pretty close by anyways. Wow, yeah, it's pretty quick. Sectoid. The harvest. All right. Very small, very high. Okay. I'll probably take this on. But the thing is, this craft does not have the HWP right now. So we might not get the benefit of the just destroyed. Yeah, it was a really small one. I think it was better that it was just destroyed. Yeah, so this is finished. New production. Let's get laser cannons going once again. Just wanna take 20 and yeah, sell all these. 3 days, yeah. I think we have enough armor, and also the HWP has been made. Retaliation. Okay, just keep coming along. Trying to find our base. Yeah, once again, let me see. Yeah, trying to find our Egyptian base, I think. Let me see whether this base is prepared to fight off against any invasion. So, I mean, the layout of the base is made for defense, and there are plenty of soldiers. 45 soldiers, yeah, there are plenty. The stores contain, there one hover tank, could be one more. There are laser rifles, okay, only 4. Perhaps these ones I probably will make the next chance I get. There's some smoke grenades, some PSIAMs. Heavy plasma 20, I think in terms of heavy plasma we are okay. Rifles and armament we are okay. We have these navigator and soldiers that we have gotten. I think this might be the body. You can probably sell them. Yeah, so blaster launchers we have 4 and blaster bomb 20. So I think we are okay in terms of, you know, our defensive power against possible alien attack on our base. Okay, let's oh, okay. Just check. I think this is the alien containment. Let's have a look. Yeah, soldiers can go. Navigator can probably research. See if I can research them. Oh, we have no scientist. Okay. Yeah, there's no laboratory here, so we just keep them for time being. Here, let me see if I can sell alien stuff, including the heavy plasma. Let's sell 5. Another 4 million. Good. 20th March. Supply ship Muton. Yeah, supply ship. I'm sure that there's a base in Germany, Muton base, which is cool. We can take them on. And we can manufacture, and we're talking about making laser rifles for the other base. I think laser rifles can be pretty useful, especially when we are going up against some psionics. It's dependable. I think laser pistol can be more useful in the case, because for sure the pistol cannot take down a power armor soldier, at least that turn. But rifle is a bit iffy. If the laser rifle, the auto shot can, I think, take power armor soldier from the back. This can be made within a day too. Oh, 2 days. Wow. Okay. So it takes less time to make HWPs than 10 laser rifles. It's a pretty small tank, but still. Alien supply. Okay. I think we can take this guy. Intercept. Yeah. Wait. Oh, over the water. That's unfortunate. Pretty big supply ship for sure. This supply ship, I'm sure, was making its trip from Hawaii. It goes into the water. Battleship. Alright, this is a floater battleship. This could be pretty interesting because if we take on this battleship while it's on the ground, then the floaters, some of them at least, will be armed with blaster launchers. Oh, England. Wow. Is England part of our council though, still? It is. Interesting. Battleship floater. Yeah, so he's trying to do something. It's all over. Yeah, floaters are like really active now. And these battleships can land. And then, yeah, these movement is kind of suspect. Trying to look for something. Oh, you landed. Wow. Retaliation. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do. I mean, he's trying to infiltrate Turkey. Oh wow, two battleships landed in Turkey. For sure they're building a base here. Very interesting. And then we are just looking at these guys going about their business here. But our score is still pretty high. So let's see if we can make it work till the end of the month. America in infiltration. Alright, so okay, let's send these guys and see if we can disrupt some of their operations. Medium scum Muton, I think they're heading toward this base perhaps. Yeah, there's still a lot of Muton bases all around the world, and I don't know where they're originating from, but oh, I destroyed them. Okay, I guess it's pretty good. Yeah, do not leave anything. These kind of missions do give you a certain amount of points. I don't know how much, but then if you can intercept it, then also follow up with the successful mission on the ground, then I think that is going to give you the highest amount of points. Supply ship. Okay, yeah, so these are the supply ship that's gonna land here, and then we can target it. Maybe I can do that. It's going to be night though. I'm not really sure about night operations. Yeah, they just did pretty quickly, so you need to send them right away if you want to get them. And as long as you are sending the craft to that landed craft, the craft is going to just stay on the ground. They're not going to just leave while it is being targeted by your own craft. Alright, so laser rifle complete. Let's send it to... Let's see. Let's send it to the other base. Transfer to Lotus. I think laser rifle, yeah. Let's send 5 for now. We have a lot of laser rifle on the Avenger itself, so... Cost, okay. So let's send something else. I think it's going to be opportunity for us to send them something like flying suit, for example. Power suit. Alloys. Yeah, we have none. It's reserved in the base, so you can send some. Okay, so what else? Yeah, plant a smoke grenade. Scientist. I can probably send some scientists. They're not doing anything, so maybe I can send half. And then they can work. Oh, actually, that base doesn't have any laboratory, so scratch that. Can send these guys can send the aliens navigator. Kind of swap. All right, what is this? Battleship? Ah, okay. Small scout. Could be a prelude to a battleship trying to target us. So we'll target them instead. Just got destroyed. Wow. These guys are really setting their phasers to 11. Sectoid harvest. Yeah, I need to probably disrupt all these activities over Europe. Sectoids. So this thing is small, right? Yeah, small. Could be problematic if we take them on right away. But there's a chance that it's going to get destroyed. Oh, crash lands. Over the water, alright. Battleship. No, I think it's going somewhere. Alright, so we are... Okay, go to base. Research. Let's get these guys researched. I don't think anything of note is going to be revealed because of research. Infiltration still. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna really take them on right now until they land somewhere and disappears in Eastern Europe. Infiltration once again. Yeah, I mean, trying to expand and make up for their lost base or something. Alright, so this is the new base in India. Okay, so what can they do? Can they make some parsuit? Oh, they have some lyrium available. Okay, but I think they just keep making the... You know, I think I need to see what they have available in that base. They haven't really checked this base for the storage. That's what they have here. They have plasma, okay. They have some Illyrium, power source, alien alloys. Okay, seems like they need something in line of more support, in line of like medikits and other explosives that might help. And there's smoke grenade. Okay, so let's try to build some medikits and other things. Manufacture. I think their equipment. Motion scanner medikit. Yeah, let's get medikits going first. Make 2. Alien base. Yeah, trying to make alien base here in Russia or something. So intercepted using the lightning. Okay. Yeah, another. They really insist on building their next base in Europe. Fresh lands. Okay. Their second one though. Begin mission. Well, not right now. Let's see if it lasts around 5 more days. Supply. Okay. Check out the graphs. I think we are doing okay right now. Things can change in last week, but I think we have done enough to... Oh, okay, this is good. This is very good. Yeah, we cannot let this opportunity pass. Landing site and intercept using the Avenger. Let's go there. Alright, so in the next episode, we're going to assault this supply ship and perhaps in hopes of getting some Illyrium and other stuff. Yeah, so I left the base alone just for this kind of thing to happen, where we can attract some more supply ships and then intercept them. Alright, so I think the Muton ship, I think we just can now arm ourselves with other stuff here that I think we can clear inventory. Oh wow, okay. Let's see, create inventory template. I think I did create inventory template. Can I recall it? There might be a way to do it, but yeah, I think the change was minimal. So let's get these guys ready to fight the Mutons, which is going to require some adjustment, but nothing too major. Just more plasma than laser and more grenades. Alright. Looks good. Yeah, now this guy had the blaster launcher, so I'm going to get it back. We're just going to keep changing this. Nothing really too major. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are just a bit more explosives and I think it'll be fine. These guys they haven't really touched from the way back when I just first gave them all these. I don't think it's really needed. Alright, just a bit more. Okay, we are back to the beginning. Alright, so we're going to come back and tackle this supply ship. Thank you for watching once again, everybody, and please stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Enemy Unknown. Yeah, so we are looking at the skies and trying to find more UFOs, and we just did that by the end of the last episode, and here it is. We got it onto the ground once again in Canada. Yeah, it's a big bay, and we're going to go there. And you can see the hyperwave relay relaying some useful information. It's going to be mutants, heavy floaters, ethereal. So yeah, pretty standard fare as far as makeup of the enemies we've encountered recently. And we hope to get some promotions going here once again. He's fully upgraded. Wow. Alright, very nice. How about her? Wow, okay, so we are almost ready to send these guys off, really. Alright, so this guy is up for promotion. One more to go, one more rank to go. And how about her? Two more. So yeah, we are really getting rather high in terms of our overall strength, psionically, and readiness against the more advanced aliens. Okay, so let's get this guy also. It's already been equipped. Yeah, he really needs to improve his skills very fast. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully he's going to be able to do it. So 3 snipers, sniper heavy squadron. Going to double tap and shoot from the high ground at all times. Right, so let's see if this is going to work out well for us. It's a bit under strength in terms of the punch that it needs to get through the berserkers and all that. But
strike one. Prepare for landing.
It all depends on how accurate we can make our shots. The snipers can get to high ground.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada.
It's going to be no problem.
It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area.
Yeah, Canada is mostly sparsely populated area. I think they should rename their country sparsely populated area.
Strike one is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike one is clear to attempt the breach.
Enemies in
Oh
sight.
wow, okay. Alright, so squad site is active. Maybe. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna pass the job for Pei here. Don't shoot our prophet. Oh, right in his chest.
Missed the target.
Yeah, we can do multiple shots here, so no problems. 57, okay. Double tap. Okay, I get this guy to get into some kind of cover. Please don't reveal more pods. And smoke this area. Just in case. I think there is no problem, just in case. Oh, okay, so Holo is going to help. Or I can mind control. Alright, let's do mind control. This guy's pretty strong now. Yeah, this is way preferable. And we have more scouting going on here. Squad site, 84, this is more like it. I think they're gonna retreat. Yeah, this is going to be... I think they're gonna retreat or shoot at the mind controlled alien. think I move this guy also here. Overwatch. Let's just fire at it. Good job. Oh, okay. So he has the ability to shoot with more accuracy against the enemies with less than 50 health. I hear some berserkers and mutons. Okay, I didn't really hear the sound source, but I think it might be around this area. Or somewhere, I'm not so sure. Okay, I think we need to listen to the sound first. We have 2 more turns of mind control, or 3 more. Yeah, it doesn't really give me a lot of confidence. 3 or 4 turns of mind control means it can mean the difference between life and death in certain cases. Okay, let's do Overwatch. Yeah, this guy really needs to get promotion, and then we can do a lot of different. Yeah, the options is going to open for us for some experiment, that is, such as all sniper squadron going up against the final challenge. Going to be interesting. Going to not work out rather well. Obviously, we need a mix to make it way more effective. But
What's making that noise?
you know, I mean, a lot of different attempts have been done. Oh, Muton Elite. Wow. So
Adjusting aim.
Hostiles spotted. Oh, damn it.
it might be interesting to do all sniper squadron. It might be nice if I can go all the way up there and then drop a grenade, if I can, and then yeah. All right, so grenade around here. All right, let's do it. 5 and 5. That's good. And rocket too. Wow. An error. Hopefully it saved it because I had a really good thing going against that Mutant Elite. I think it saved. I think it saved the last turn. Yep. Alright, is this guy damaged? I think it is. Did I throw the grenade? Nope, I didn't. Obviously I'm gonna do it once again here. Maybe because, yeah, I think maybe I should do this. Maybe, yeah, okay. Alright, now I see. Maybe because I threw a grenade against an unseen foe and it damaged it, the game was scared or something. Or didn't expect that to happen. And now we see them clearly, so please don't crash my game. Okay, just on the edge. Alright, I think we have one more turn before the aliens are able to face us, so we can move these snipers up there and all that. Oh, can actually shoot now. Oh, not really. Need to use the rifles. Let's dash though. I can make use of the mind control with this guy. Quasi is active. And you move here. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh wow, more guys joining in. Definitely calls for a missile, blaster bomb. And this guy was able to land one shot, that's pretty cool. Trigger these guys. And yeah, unfortunately this guy's dead. 16 critical, that's pretty scary. Yeah, alright. Now we have our next guy to be mind controlled. 100%. Yeah, this is going to be so useful.
Open your mind to me.
There's really no room for error. And squad size is available for Pepe and all these guys. Great, let's go and do some headshots against Alright, we have all these guys. 81%, 61%, 91%. Good job. Oh, only 2, that's not good. Yeah, that guy is going to get pissed off and charge at us, scaring some soldiers if I'm not careful. Alright, supposed to be another mutant elite somewhere around here. I don't know where he went. Let's fire at this guy. Headshot. Another one? Okay. Missed. Maybe I shouldn't aim for the head.
Not good.
It's not too bad. Okay, should I rocket now? Oh, no, can't. I need to maybe move a bit closer. Kind of a risk, but something that I could do. Mind fray, panic. 61? Why not? Panic's the Berserker, I don't know what he's gonna do.
No one can hear you scream.
Did he panic? Did he get panicked? I'm not so sure. I didn't hear it scream, so maybe it didn't get panicked. Alright, did I go through all of them? Not this guy though. Okay, so let's this guy is really squishy, so I don't know. Maybe they'll be more interested in getting that guy so I can move without too much obstruction. And still shoot. Into mind fray. 17%, wow. That's not good. Missed. That's good, I think, in a way.
Missed the target.
Yeah, you missed it. It's okay. Yeah, there'll be more concern. Panic, right? Nope, not panicked at all. Gonna get... oh, actually he's panicked. Interesting. And should it expose Mutant Elite and possibly kill him? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. But we bought for ourselves one more turn of safety there. Alright, and to get some of these guys. Kind of afraid here. Okay, can I mind control some of these guys? Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. Oh wow, alright. 6 damage. 1. Okay, might get scared. Yeah. He's scared. Please shoot more? Yes. Alright. I think you definitely did your job. You try to mind control this guy if possible. 95%, why not? Go all in, psionics. Yeah, and once again, very helpful. Squad size is available. 61%, let's go for it. Let's get a rank here.
Taken care of.
Good job. Let's move a bit more. Big. Be here. Hopefully you're not being flanked. Alright, yeah. Good, good. Double tap against this dude. Not that great though. But this guy. 37. Maybe destroy the cover though, so might be able to help. Not really. Just do it though. Too bad. Very slippery this guy. What about this guy? Can you shoot? No. Already spent his point. Okay. Alright, this guy is going to advance, these two guys, and I'm going to blast them hopefully with the blaster bomb, that is. I'm gonna clear the space. This guy's angry now. For us. Did he get panicked? He's panicked. Oh, and then he killed the Berserker. Wow, I didn't expect the same kind of panic attack is going to serve them as well. Still panicked? Okay, well, I mean, this guy has some kind of a... guy can help, I think, right? Somebody can help. Yeah, she can help. She needs to go really close though. So let's finish our job first. Alright, so I need to get into some kind of cover. Right. Yeah, okay. Blaster, launcher. She can go there and then slap him to his senses. Alright, yeah, he's back. He's back, he's happy. Ready to fight once again. Alright, now, think I reload.
We're green to go.
Oh well, you're just peeing your pants just right now. I'm just so now ready to go.
Rack-Shack Bay.
Okay, I think we need to dash inside. You know, we need to have a look here first. Okay, pretty quiet so far. Can still move a bit. Oh, right. I cannot cancel the movement. So he'll be exposed a bit. Exposed a lot. Here. Let's follow this guy. Watch and learn. Cairo did a good job against the Muton elite. Definitely needed that blaster bomb. Definitely needed it. And I think we have cleaned aliens on the outside. We need to look inside the UFO, and then yeah, we need to do that. Okay, so there's a different room, and I think this is pretty good because we can concentrate our fire. Just need to listen for the sound source to make a quick work of these guys. And also even reload as you attempt to breach the final section of the UFO or final chamber. All these snipers. The graph. Yeah, he's still inspired, I think. He has a little green or purple hue. Same for this psionic. Yeah, so that's the chamber.
Shut up. Listen.
I think it's here. Or maybe here. I'm not so sure. But most likely it's in that room. Definitely moves around like the last time. I think the ethereal was moving around, followed by the mutant elite, so we are able to tackle the ethereal first. It's not like ethereal's hiding behind the mutant elite. Alright, let's not do that. Open the door yet. Just set ourselves up a bit. Yeah, it's a bit sticky. Alright, definitely there in the
What was
corner.
that sound?
Let's reload and prepare. I think you need to be here. To be here a bit away from it all. I guess I'm okay with this guy here. Gosh, could be setting up here and then
It's killing time.
yeah, right on. They can still move around the ship, so next turn, in the alien turn, you might hear sound source coming from different direction.
Ready to engage.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens the next turn. We'll try to control the mutant elite. Buy us some time. Alright, Pepe, it's your turn to look.
Here they
Yeah,
come.
alright, so they're right across the... Wow, I don't know how...
They're flanking my
They
position.
got me flanked. They're flanking my position.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're just right beside us. Just across the wall here. Pretty scary. Can I control this guy? 91? I need 100%. Let's do it. So close. Yeah, 2 times already. Very good, very good. We got a heavy plasma perhaps. Right now. Okay, so what can I do here? We'll just do a lot of overwatches, I guess. This guy is a bit too squishy, so I think we'll replace this guy with this dude. Yeah, we'll have our chance. But we don't see the elite, so we need to get a good look first. Opportunist, okay, good. Let's also try to... Yeah, this guy might be controlled. So might as well move him out of the way. Yeah, this guy's moving
I
around.
think we're alone
We need
out
to
here.
track him. Oh, actually not. Nope. Didn't think it landed. Oh, actually did too. And right nearby. Just aim for the head or something. Boom. Oh wow. It deflected right back. Holy crap. Alright.
Coming out from the side.
Okay.
Watch the flanks.
76%. Wow, this is like a last resort thing. Alright, let's see if I can make this work. Headshot 50. Mind control 30. Okay. Let's do it.
See you in hell.
Oh wow, it got killed. It's gonna damage a whole bunch of our guys. Goodness. Well, yeah, so somebody got hurt. He damages them with psionic burst as it gets killed. Yeah, I need to hear her first.
Man up and get back out there.
She's a woman. Anyways, alright, let's now get this guy somewhere safe and then destroy him. Sure. 5, okay. Alright, I guess this is all yours, Pepe. if it's possible that you're able to aim at him from afar. But we prepare. I think I have one more turn of control against this guy, so. Alright, let's dash here. I'm gonna send him right away into the outside. I think there's all there's to it though. Yeah, so let's get him outside. Right here. Fire. Hopefully he gets damaged. Nope. But we'll be ready to shoot. Stay here. And you're under some cover too, right? Yeah, I think so. Let me see if I can bring him here instead. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, still. Alright. Okay, so you go right over here and then come back down here. And we'll try to, I don't know, these guys all benefit from the high cover because of their skill. Maybe I should move this guy away. It's okay, I think we'll be able to survive. Going to overwatch the heck of the area just in case. I'll save her though. Yeah, she's a bit too variable because she's been damaged before, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but I think we have to take care of this guy. Yeah, okay, Pepe, please do the honors and get this exposed guy. So if I move this guy and spend all the TU
Mission accomplished.
or action point, then he just stays there, just like in the UFO defense with the depleted TUs. Okay, so that was a job well done. There was a crash, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to really... Just a flash wound, she can walk it off, I think. Use some of the science inspiration
Not
herself.
a single casualty.
Great job.
I'm certainly impressed by our soldiers' combat abilities.
Very impressed that we got 2 promotions. It's amazing. What did this guy do? This guy really didn't do anything, but still, he got a promotion. Right, so let's see if we can give him in the zone. I don't know. Maybe I should give him... because he's not a snapshot guy, this does not synchronize well with the squad side and all that, so maybe I should just give him this. But I have a lot of double tap guys already, and this could come in handy sometimes because this does not have any cooldown, so I just give him this. He got a really good aim and pretty decent will, so this guy is going to end up with this amount. And with Mind Shield, I think he has Mind Shield. He's going to get 10 more in terms of will. Additional tiles or reaction shots to trigger enemy attacks, not just movement. This guy's a pretty good shot though. Maybe I should try this. Yeah, differentiate a bit from the Prophet. Rifle, heavy plasma. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so let's visit the green market and sell some of the stuff that we don't need, and go back and now prepare for our next chapter. Yeah, so another good mission. 2 promotions is pretty special, and one of the sniper finally reached the full rank. So I mean, I have to decide whether to go along with the idea of all sniper squadron going up against the, going against whatever the alien's gonna throw at us in the next chapter, or go for a more balanced option. In terms of other psionics, we have just promoted our second support with psionic abilities, and also we have Heavy here who can reach, I mean, she's going to probably reach another rank very soon. It's going to help us with her buried abilities using suppression. But we'll see in the next episode what we're going to do. Yeah, it's gonna come pretty quick though, I think. So folks, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, please stay tuned.